I'm about to interview another person. My third episode on What's Your Story. Stay tuned.
This is how legends are made.
Hey, man, look, we back for another episode. This is Just Cat. Hey, episode 3, What's Your Story? So the story is all about your story can make somebody a world of difference, man. And I'm here tonight with a good friend of mine, somebody I've been knowing a long, long time. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Go ahead, brother.
Paul Vaughn, owner operator of Vaughn Sports Techniques, and English teacher at Hulk Lieutenant Center.
Y'all heard it, man. Own and operator. Y'all it's Paul, man. You have a very interesting story, man. You started off. I can remember meeting your wife when my wife was in education, and you was working at Cooper Tire. Now, anybody out there that's been in a factory, no disrespect to anybody working in a factory or anything like this. Somebody got to do it. But Paul had a bigger vision. And Paul, tell me your experience when you were working at Cooper Tire.
Well, at first I was going to try to just see if I could stay there and retire there, but at some point my thyroid messed up and I just started being really tired, and then I got that taken care of, and within a couple months I just started hurting all the time, and come to find out I had fibromyalgia, and it was just factory life just didn't seem like a possibility anymore. So I had to find a different option. So I just started doing odd jobs, getting what I could. I did internet. Uh, I worked in furniture at Franklin. And one day while I was driving home, I said like I can't keep doing this. Like I'm working myself to the bone, and like I don't know how long I can last doing this. And I just said, God, like what am I supposed to do? Just give me a sign, and I'll really listen to it. And oddly enough, the next day we were at my parents' eating, and my brother was there. Don't see him just a ton just because of distance and scheduling, but he just said something he hadn't said in years. You should go back to school and get your license to teach and coach. I was like, okay, there it was. So I went and looked into it. And when I was in school, I'd stopped going to school to be a teacher because I just didn't know if it was what I wanted to do anymore. And I had another semester. I was getting tired of being in school, and I had a full load of high level classes. Well, when I looked into going back with a new program, I could graduate with one class.
Wow. Wow. With all that being said, he went from Cooper Tire, a factory, to education. Not only education, even a coach also. So what's been one of your gr- grand moments in education?
Well, it's just when you're in school, you don't understand the grand scheme of things. And just being an educator myself now, I understand the reasoning behind it. And I apologize to all teachers out there that ever had me. But it's just, I see the grand scheme of things now. And if if teachers, educators, coaches don't do their job properly, or if they don't take the time and effort, then it's going to be our future, our kids' future, and like we just have to do the best we can and hope that they get what they can from us, because uh, down the road they're going to be the ones that are making decisions.
I understand that. With that being said, thinking about that because you do make a difference. You might be the only person that a kid might see as a father figure, or you might be the only person that tell a kid that you can make it. And I like that about you. And I forgot to tell y'all, you're an author also. You wrote your own book. I forgot about that. So tell a little story about your book, man. I forgot about this. So get a little insight on that.
Well, it was another thing that just kind of happened randomly. I was working at a gym. It was one of the reasons I decided to stop going to school. I was coaching. That was my original plan. I wanted to do something in athletics. I didn't really want to be in an academic setting. So I started doing that, realized that it just wasn't the lifestyle that I felt like I could maintain. So I started working night shift at Franklin in the mill, working 2 jobs, and I felt
Oh,
like I
wow.
was stuck working 70 hours a week and only sleeping like 4
Oh, wow, man.
every night or every day. So I was like, I got to do something to get me out of factories. So I come up with an idea. I said, all right, I'm not going to stop until I see this finished and at least know what comes of it. In 11 months, I wrote it. In another 7 years, I got it published.
Wow. 7 years. Y'all do know the number 7 is completion. Y'all see that 7, right? Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, Paul, man, I just love that determination that you have, man, because anybody who's working in the factory, anybody, that's not even a factory, anybody doing something that you don't want to do or you just feel led to do something different. Here's a story right here. This man working, y'all heard 70 plus hours. That's a lot. That's a lot on your body. That's a lot on your family. You know, with your wife and all that, man. That's just a lot. And not only that, man, you own your own business. What gave you the desire to start your own business?
Well, just working at the gym, I was always just looking for something I could do extra, and uh, I've had a background with teaching kids this. I honestly wasn't sure with fibromyalgia my body would be able to hold up to it, but just with the economy being what it is, I figured we'd take a shot at it. There's not a lot of gyms around the Houston area, or at least not close by. It's something I feel like I know a lot about and can help a lot with around here. And uh, seeing kids get new skills, like that was something that I did miss about it, was seeing the growth. Like it can happen so fast with tumbling. You may not see it necessarily in a classroom, but with tumbling, uh, we had like we kind of had a light bulb moment earlier today. We had a preschool class come in, and it just kind of opened our eyes. Like we had preschool classes when we started, and we're having to teach these skills all over to new kids, and that just kind of opened us up to how far the preschool class we started with had gone. And it's like, wow, like they're moving right along.
That's awesome, and I'm a firm believer if you train a child up in the way it should go, and they should go, and I mean I get emotional about that because you actually training my child, and and from the beginning to now, you have done a fantastic job. So kudos to you, and also you too, Dancy, behind the camera, y'all. But anyway, man, so I just want to ask you, what make your tumbling business different from anyone else?
Um,
No shot at anybody like that. You know, you
well,
got your own skills.
mine's probably a little unique in what it offers, because a lot of your places that are cheer tumbling, they're kind of geared toward a cheer squad, a competitive cheer squad. Uh, with us both being teachers, we really don't have the time for that. So
Gotcha.
we focus on individual skills, we focus on growth, and I mean, we're here for connections and to make sure these kids are growing every day. And uh, I just, it's entertaining just to see the kids come through
Yes.
and when they get a new skill, just see the way they react to it. But I mean, the real difference, I don't know about other places, but I can offer co-ed stunning. A lot of gyms may be mostly female ran, so that might limit them to all girl. Uh, that's really, we're a small space, but I mean, we're going to try to get as much out of each kid as we can with what we have, without leaning into the cheer competitions.
Gotcha. So I know you say you don't have time for cheer. What I mean by that. So are you opposed to holding like a cheer clinic or something like that with a group? Are you opposed to it? And what I mean by that, because I know you don't have time, because like you said, man, you're an author, you're a husband, you're an educator, you're a coach. I mean, you got a lot of irons in the fire. But
Don't
are
forget
you?
my little ones at home.
Yeah, yes, I can't forget about your father. Yeah, your little ones, they're gonna keep you busy. But like I said, with if a team looking for somebody to come in and coach them up, just kind of give them something to go off of. Are you opposed to that?
No, that would be perfectly fine. I just my biggest thing was with competitive squads comes with the uniforms,
Mm,
scheduling,
mhm.
going off long distances and having to be there all day when I'm already coaching
Gotcha.
and away from home a lot. We have we're short on downtime as it is. I would love to just keep it simple.
Gotcha. I understand that. And Paul, man, anything else you would like to share before we wrap this up, man?
I just uh,
Well, tell you where you're located. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So tell me where your business is located at.
we're located on 227 North Jackson, Houston, Mississippi. Uh, Between the post office and McDonald's,
Mhm.
uh, across from the Methodist Church. If you'd like to come by and give us a shot at helping your kid have a good time or improve, however whatever the capacity is, we're happy to have incoming students. We enjoy working with anybody that walks through our door.
So, yeah, with all that being said, this man right here, what a story, because I've been knowing Paul for a long time. And just to hear his story, just from a factory worker to multiple factory jobs and just trying to be a man and lead his family. And man, that speak volume on his behalf. And his wife, God, don't leave his wife out. She was very supportive, because that's a lot on the family. Y'all, if y'all have a kid out there, give this man a shot, please. And anybody out there that think it's too late for anything, he's a prime example. So that's Paul's story. Until the next time, y'all, I'm the one and only Just Cat.